right, switch. Remember, in the other encounter, they lost woefully in the first half, but they recovered back in the second half, and that match ended 2-2. But they recovered back in the second half, and that match ended 2-2. They will be back against Ipswich today. One of the whipping boys. But hey, out of those teams who look like they'll be going for relegation, Ipswich actually. So let's see if today they're going to be giving good account of themselves.
Because all teams now they're beginning to find a way to play Arsenal, given the fact that Arsenal have a shortage in depth, and attacking wise Arsenal have shortages, and they play Arsenal defend deep, and counter hit them on the break. That is what the teams have been playing. So for Arsenal, it's not going to be an easy game. We know Nottingham Forest this season what they've done, and sitting third on the log is not just by fluke. They've actually merited that position they are, because they've been one of the most consistent teams in the league this season. So I don't think it will be an easy game. All I would say is that Arsenal just have to defeat this Nottingham Forest. We have to be at our best. Yeah, to defeat them, have to be and Nottingham Forest at home, giving good account of themselves. The match has kicked off, and it's not Nottingham Forest who have been the attacking side so far in this encounter. In the right wing, they send that one, and Arsenal today Arsenal not wearing their conventional jersey today. Yeah, they are on this sky blue jersey on black today. Yeah, it's to avoid confusion. We put on Arsenal do put on red and white, and you see Nottingham Forest putting on almost the same color. So we are actually playing with with the third kit for today's encounter. All right, yeah. We have the lineup for Nottingham Forest. Yeah, let's start from Seal Wilson between the stick for Nottingham Forest. Williams from the left back. Murillo pairing with Milankovic at the centre back. Then Ola Ino, the Nigeria international, at the right back for Nottingham Forest. Then Addison appearing with Dominics. Yeah, and that defensive midfield. Then we have others. Odoye, Gibbs White, and Elanga as the players forward. Elanga playing from the right, Odoye playing from the left, Gibbs playing behind Chris Wood. That is a fantastic lineup for Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I think that's probably the lineup they've been using all season, and they've been very lucky with the lineup. They've I don't think they've had any injury with those lineups, so I think that's the best lineup. All right, we said now see Califori having a red card against Elanga. Early yellow card for the left back for Arsenal. I think it's not a good thing right now. Early before 3 minutes, he's getting a yellow card. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad start from him. He could have allowed him, but at the same time, he just had to take one for the team there. All right, a free kick right now against Arsenal in their own half. He sent a cross into the box, and Nottingham Forest looking good here. And an Arsenal player has been brought down in the box there, and the referee say it's a free kick against Nottingham Forest, and a yellow card also has been given to a Nottingham Forest player there. Yeah, and that is I will confirm the name to you. All right, that's the second yellow card, early yellow card, 2 yellow cards in this encounter, one for Nottingham Forest and one for Arsenal at this point in time. So that is the situation right now, and so far so good. It is Nottingham Forest who have actually knocked at the door for goals, but Arsenal just depending right now. And looking at the lineup of Nottingham Forest, we see Chris Wood here up front. How do you think Arsenal can stop him from getting a goal? They just have to mark him. Don't give him space. We know Chris Wood this season has been fantastic. Scoring goals from some impossible angles also, and has actually been one of the best players on the pitch for Nottingham Forest. So they just have to mark him. Make sure they don't give him space at all. All right, that is the first corner kick here for Arsenal, and that was a beautiful fight there from Juran Timber. From the right wing, he actually gave good account of himself there, and he won a corner kick from that. And you can see Gabriel, the tall man, going there. But hey, if you look at the height of Nottingham Forest player too, it's not bad. We saw what the Everton game, so the last match Arsenal played. Who was that? Against West Ham United. Was it West Ham? Yeah, West Ham United. They also had long tall players. So it's a moment for Arsenal here. Who take a corner kick? Is short one there taken by Arsenal on the floor there. They send that one again, trying to control that position there. And it's Arsenal still holding on to the ball. Yeah, good run from Wanderlei. Wanderlei send that one and a cross into the box. And any player there return there. No. That one has been clear, but not completely out of danger. Arsenal still fighting for that, and it's a throw-in to Arsenal at this point in time. Throwing to Arsenal, and there's an early goal there for Ipswich against Manchester United. Oh my goodness! Another first half early. No, that was a defensive error there. Oh, and that is the first goal for Ipswich. That was a defensive error there.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! Wow, and that is the first goal for Ipswich. Yeah, in this encounter.
Well, I don't know what that Manchester United player is trying to do there. I think that should be Patrick Dogu there, the new signing. I don't know what he was doing there. He actually saw the goalkeeper coming, so I don't know what that should even, well, to me, they would have counted that ball as an home goal, because if that Leicester player did not even, Ipswich player did not even touch it, the ball would have rolled in on his own. So it's a very bad start for Manchester United.
Or a very bad start there. Patrick Dogu was the culprit there, and Philogene, Philogene was the goal scorer of that.
Just trying Merino there. We know Merino is not a striker, not because he scored 2 against Leicester City. It worked that day, but against West Ham, it didn't actually work. But let's see. Hopefully, it will work today.
All right, playing against Nottingham Forest. What do you think actually went wrong with Nottingham Forest? We saw them came in cracking in the early stage of the competition. They were in the top 4. In fact, at the point they were even up to the second position. But they now dropped now. Look at they standing right now. They are 6 points away from Arsenal. What do you think actually went wrong with Nottingham Forest?
Well, I think fatigue and loss of form is beginning to creep in. We saw them losing to I think Newcastle the other day, and including against Fulham. So for Nottingham Forest, they've tried this season. At the beginning, no one gave them the chance or expected them to be on third position after match day 26, and for them, I think they've had one of their best seasons so far in the league. But fatigue, form is beginning to come into play for them.
All right. The player that's on yellow card is Milankovic. Yeah, he got a yellow card in the 4th minute. 2 yellow card already. Yeah, in this encounter. So it is Trossard with the ball. Yeah, from the right wing. He sent that one to his man, Declan Rice. Drive into the box. Yeah, he has the ball with him. What did he do? Oh, he decided to go for a shot, but that shot was blocked. And he returned across there, but blocked by Olaino. Yeah, and it's a moment here for Olaino running down the right wing. He sent a cross into the middle of the park, to his teammate there, and they continue to attack against Chelsea right now, against Arsenal, sorry. A cross and a beautiful one there! Can they put it on the back of the net? Oh, he blocked that moment. That was a beautiful cross there from Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, that was a beautiful cross. Thanks to the Arsenal player awareness there, that could have been opportunity for Nottingham Forest to open the scoring there.
All right, back to Arsenal. Arsenal right now with the ball. Send that one to Gabriel. From Gabriel to Saliba, holding the ball in the middle, in the center circle, and send that one to the right to Nathan Waneri, linking up with Odegaard, back to him, and they link up pass there. Oh, beautiful defensive work there by the defense of and is that not Odoye?
Yeah,
Austin Odoye. Beautiful defensive work there. He saw that movement and he went for it, and he was able to stop that link up from Arsenal. Arsenal still over the ball, building momentum. Yeah, still controlling the possession here. Declan Rice with the ball. He sent that one to the middle of the park, and it's still Arsenal holding on to the ball, trying to Odegaard, trying to create, trying to get into this pocket of space there. But hey, it is one area. Can he go for a shot? The shot blocked there, and it's still Arsenal with the ball, holding from the right wing, trying to dominate from that play, cross into the box, but that was a wayward cross. Yeah, at this point in time. Talking about Arsenal creating so many chances, but not finishing it, not putting at the back of the net. Don't you think that's the reason why they've not been able to catch up with Manchester, catch up with Liverpool?
Yeah, I think the inability to convert the chances we've got, we've been getting this season is one of the reasons why we are still where we are. Unable to bury those chances. We saw it against West Ham United after creating so many chances. Not being able to convert those chances, and West Ham just got one break, and they scored. And for Arsenal this season, it's been one of the problem, not just injuries, or not just injuries, but also not being able to convert our chances. That's the reason why we are suffering so far this season.
Right, that's the reason why they are suffering so far this season. Yeah. So we're having Yemite in the studio. Yemite, how do you do today?
I'm fine. It feels so sweet when you hear an Arsenal fan say that they are suffering.
Of course, we're suffering.
It's a very sweet feeling. Very sweet. But all in all, Arsenal, you see, when we were starting the season, I said it that there's this thing, even a layman can see it. But the faith Arsenal fans put in their team, which is understandable, no problem. But when Jungle mature, we will see. And now we are beginning to see. Because it's very obvious. When you say this is not true, when the reality dawns on you, you will confess. Now they are confessing. He's not the only one. A lot of Arsenal fans I spoke to about this, that they were like, oh, shut up, you don't know anything. Now the reality has dawned on them. Now they have lost the league because Liverpool is not dropping any breathing space for them to meet up with this Liverpool that I'm seeing. I don't know if you have another opinion. Maybe you sometimes you can prophesy. Part of the thing is that thing you used to do. It's like prophecy.
All right. So that's a goal situation here. Manchester City just scored one against Tottenham.
Yeah.
And that Erling Haaland in the 12th minute. That was a beautiful one from him. He's gradually coming back. And
it
Manchester
was
City.
injured actually.
It was. It was.
He missed the Real Madrid return leg and the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
But his presence was felt. His absence was felt by Man City. So good one, getting back on the scorers sheet. Now they're out of the Champions League, so they know the only route back to the Champions League is staying in top 4, and that's what they will just be wrestling on, especially with the fact that Chelsea won yesterday, so they want to leapfrog Chelsea back into that 4th spot.
So right now it's a battle between Chelsea and Manchester City.
It's a first battle. And when you look at it, the way Champions League is now, the coefficient measurement too is there. So if English clubs perform very well in Champions League,
they will have more,
and they can have 5 slots instead of 4.
All right, so the match is heating up, and they see Arsenal with the ball trying to link up, but that one has been headed out by the defense of Manchester City. Arsenal still recovered Nottingham Forest. Sorry, Arsenal still recovered the ball. It's a moment. Arsenal in the box there, but again they wasted that moment. I know, you have seen the Arsenal, and most time they dominate position. Even so
that's Nottingham Forest. Chris Wood attacking. Oh, that was a silky challenge from Gabriel Manganes, and he has won Nottingham Forest a corner kick from the attack right there.
So we have seen Arsenal having so many touches in the box there, but at the end of the day, don't you think that tactics should be checked?
No, it's not really about they really want to have those touches. When you have the ball and you look in front of you, no space to shoot. The next thing you do is to drop the ball for the next match. And it's just like the way Liverpool defended against City too on Sunday. They blocked all those pocket spaces. So when you block it, what you just do is to start passing the ball around. And I think that's what, because Arsenal has guys that have eye for to shoot, and that's what they do many of the time.
All right, Paulo, back to the game. Liverpool, Ipswich. Ipswich, one of the one of those teams that just came to the Premier League. Newly promoted. Manchester United Ipswich, one of those newly promoted side. Trailing against Ipswich right now. A defensive error at that point, and we think I was thinking this is the time Manchester United need to pack to get all those points. Otherwise, they will go into relegation because they're in 15th position right now. You understand what I'm saying? It's a dangerous moment for them.
Yeah, but I don't think Manchester United will go to relegation even though they lose all their matches remaining, because Ipswich Town, Southampton, and Leicester City, those 3 teams, they are not. I don't think they will get those points they need to escape relegation. But for Ipswich Town, among those three teams that just came from the relegation, I think they've been one of the best among them. We see them, they always give their best when they are playing, but at the end of the day, they still lose. But winning against Manchester United at Old Trafford at these early stages of the game, it's a very good one for Ipswich Town. Knowing fully well that Wolverhampton Wanderers suffered a defeat yesterday. A win for Ipswich Town today will close the gap on Wolverhampton Wanderers to I think about a point. But for Manchester United, it's a very bad start for them. I want to believe the players and the coach, they've already given up on this season, because before the match started, I was expecting Manchester United to get all the 3 points. Though they can still get it, but losing 1-0, and we see the mistake made by Patrick Dogu there. It's not a good start for Manchester United.
All right, not a good start for Manchester United. So back to the match between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Arsenal right now building momentum, right, driving into the penalty area of Nottingham Forest. He has a man to beat, driving, and the cross there. Oh! Back to the hands of Trossard. Trossard having the ball right now. Yeah, against Trossard versus Olaino. Yeah, a moment there from the left wing. Yeah, he's trying to beat Olaino, but Olaino just beautifully and with experience, they touched that one for a corner kick to Arsenal at this point in time. So, Mike, what do you have to say about Manchester United? Struggling with Ipswich at this point in time.
I think it's just Man U, the kind of players they have. I don't think they are the kind of players that can play this modern day way of playing football. The kind of setup, as a team, as a unit. Maybe I just think Amorim should relax a bit on this 3-4-3 he wants to introduce, because we saw Eric Ten Hag too. There's a reason why he had to revert back to whatever the opponent brings. We complained a lot about it before it was asked earlier this season. So it is just about the way they play. They've not really understood how to play this modern way of playing football. Look at it. They can't really stream maybe 10 to 15 straight passes. Really, really difficult. And the defenders too are not making the job easy for the midfielders, because the defenders, so many loose balls, errors at the back, mistakes at the back, really, really cutting the team short.
And talking about Ipswich, it's one team that knows how to fight back against big teams. They drew against Liverpool, and they gave good fight against Liverpool. So Manchester United, we saw them came back in the second half in the game against Everton after going down 2-0. Probably they are waiting for the second half, to come back against Ipswich and win.
It happened that day. It does not mean it will continue to happen for them. Every team will not be Everton Wanderers. They just need to make sure they get equalizer and probably see if they can get the win.
All right. It's a free kick here in a dangerous area against Nottingham Forest, though, and I wish they to take it for Arsenal. So let's see what come out of this moment. Quickly taken. And a header, but not into the box. Yeah. So Arsenal recovered that moment again. Beautiful play there from Arsenal. Odegaard with the ball. Send that one to the right wing. Oh, but that one has been headed out. And it's still Arsenal, dominating possession there. Yeah, but they have nothing to show for that, possession advantage yet. So
it looks like Olaino is playing left back today.
He's playing right back.
He's playing from the right. Yeah,
he's right back. Yeah,
because I've been seeing him mostly on that left, trying to defend.
Yeah, he's playing. If you talk about Trossard, is playing from the left. Olaino is defending from the right.
Oh,
you understand? He's defending from the right. Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at what I'm seeing on the field.
Okay.
You see Olaino going towards the left-hand side of the defense.
Okay.
Even more than the right.
All right. I think they want to complain for a handball there, but that is his hands were in the natural position. I don't think there should have been.
The referee actually blew for handball there, but
That's
I think
a foul.
But I think his hand is in natural position, but that shouldn't.
The hand is here.
That should not be a foul.
That should not be a foul.
Yeah, if it were inside.
See, the hand was not on the body.
The
hand
was on the body.
The thing there is.
It doesn't mean until it's like this.
No. The thing there is the ball will pass the body. It was the hand that obstructed.
So it's a moment for Nottingham Forest, and that should be a penalty. But the referee said no, there was a contact there. I think we need to review that. Against Odoi, that looks like a penalty because there was a contact. But let's have a better. What did you think, Mike?
I think I'll need to have a second look. Let's see.
Oh, no penalty.
That's not a penalty.
That's not a penalty. No contact. It went down cheaply.
That's not a penalty. That touch is not enough. He was so smart there. He didn't hold on to tight. Just a little push forward, make him lose balance and lose the ball. So that's not a penalty.
Yeah. So rightfully so, given the referee say no penalty. Yeah. So it is still Arsenal. There's a free kick here in the match between Manchester United versus Ipswich, and let's see what Manchester United will get out of it. It is Bruno Fernandes who will take that one for Manchester United in a dangerous area. Send that one, and it's a goal! Manchester United just equalized, and it is the Zexi guy who got that goal.
Let's see if VAR will not chop it off. Because these days, before you celebrate goal, you have to be patient. So that you remember the Nigerian game against South Africa at the AFCON, where Osimhen scored the goal, VAR returned. They said some Nigerians lost their lives.
Look at that beautiful moment there. Look at that beating by Califori.
It's an ongo.
Yeah,
it's an ongo.
Actually
Oh, that was a close one by Califori. So it's an own goal.
Oh, Tottenham equalized.
No. It's Manchester United.
Oh, it's Manchester United.
Yeah, Manchester United just equalized against Ipswich. So that goal by Zexi, look at that push.
That's not a Zexi goal. It's an ongo. On go from the Ipswich. Now Manchester United give Ipswich a go. Now Ipswich has given them a go back. It's now 1-1, fair and square. So let's see if Man U will try to take advantage of this one and win it. And if you check the table, this season looks so interesting because I think there's only 5 points in between number 3 and number 10 or number 9.
Wow.
So it makes the race for top 4 really, really interesting.
Oh, remember there for Nottingham Forest, but David Raya, caught that one. So the game is heating up. Declan Rice with the ball.
So it's the City Ground this evening that is playing host to this game between one team that has won the Champions League and the other team that is still yet to lay their hands on the trophy. Well, will history be rewritten this year or this season? Well, time has a lot of answers in it. And yes, it has answers in it. Over time, we'll see if Arsenal will still go back from the Champions League the way they went. Or maybe this will be their season. So it's Arsenal attacking down the right. One tries to cut in. And yes, he sent it straight to Calafiori, who drops it off for his teammate Declan Rice. Not the Rice we hit here in Nigeria, but this Rice has been a solid man in between the middle for Arsenal. Since arriving, this one is so costly. It's a very costly Rice. Not 100,000, 90,000 we see here. This one is 100 million. Well, he has lived up to expectation, and it's Calafiori right there attacking with the ball. He had to return it now. It's Declan Rice with the ball, who would team up with his teammate Trossard, who tried to shoot, but his shot was blocked, deflected off, and Nottingham Forest back in possession of the ball.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest back in possession of the ball. Back to the other game right now. It is 1-1 in that encounter. Ipswich Manchester United. Yeah, that is a beautiful moment there. And the moment again for Manchester United. But that one I just went down for a good kick. and it's Doku who's trying to clean his name from that defensive error.
Yeah, it's one game that you want to finish in a hurry after making that mistake. But you'll be so happy that Man U at least are back in it, and it's 1-1 already. And so let's see where they go from there. So, and another thing is Maguire. He needs to improve. He needs to really improve. All these dirty tackles can be costly for Manchester United. And the corner kick from Bruno Fernandes and headed down.
Oh! Manchester United, Dalot, Diego Dalot,
and Man, you just made it too. Oh, things can change in a blink of an eye. It's the game of football.
Is that Dalot?
We all love it. The suspense is real, and yes, you can see Ruben Amorim taking water on top of it. Any team will bring out the pressure in you in the English Premier League. That's why it's the best league in the world. But straight to the Arsenal game. Is Odoi attacking down the right. Calafiori is already on a yellow card. Oh, can he actually press on and maybe send him home? And yes, Man U really had to scramble that one in, headed down, saved, played again, saved. And yes, there was the lead right there to lit up the Old Trafford fans. And yes, the lightning has struck at the third time at the Old Trafford by the lead who was lighting that ground already. So it's 2-1 in favor of Manchester United in this one.
Yeah, 2-1, and it's still goalless in the other encounter. Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, two teams from end-to-end encounter here, giving good account of themselves. But we're just waiting for the first goal in that encounter. I think we see also expecting goal from the encounter between Brentford versus Everton is goalless in that one. Tottenham, Manchester City leading 1-0 in that encounter. Then Manchester United 2-1 right now against Ipswich as it stands. And it's the 27th minute in that encounter.
Yeah, it's the 28th minute, beg your pardon, in that encounter against Manchester United Leeds in that one. And Onana will start play from the defense. Yes, it's Onana, the Cameroonian goalkeeper. A lot of controversy surrounding the young man. And yes, he just has to play football and enjoy that beautiful game. He sends that long one forward for Ojulon to chase, but he couldn't keep it. And Ipswich will clear their lines, and is Man U back in possession of the ball. At the City ground, the City boys are here to get the ball back into the back of the net, I beg your pardon. And it's been an interesting encounter so far. Arsenal will be praying that luck will shine on them today to at least keep up with the title chase. Because as it stands, a lot of people keep saying, if Arsenal is chasing you, you have what? See, one thing I just want to say is, even if you have a dream and you are taking away 5 billion, if it's Arsenal that is chasing you, just know that you have taken away the money. Yeah, so because Arsenal, they are not a fierce rival right there. So it's game on in that encounter at the City ground. Still 4x nil. Arsenal nil is the scoreline at this point in time. Yeah, Chelsea are trying to do some skillful work right there, but to no one's land, the ball still remains at the heart of the center of the circle right there. And that pass forward, I don't know who's making the run that is trying to send it to Timbers.
All right, trying to link up with Timber there, but Timber was not there. That was a blind pass, and you can see Mikel Arteta blinking his eyes. When somebody blinks his eyes, his brain is working. His brain is calculating a lot of things. So that was Odegaard. Yeah, with that blind pass to Timbers, he was not there. So Sell, the goalkeeper of Nottingham Forest, I think he is a lucky goalkeeper today. There was a game there by Calafiori that actually hit the woodwork, and he just picked that one. He was lucky that didn't go to the back of the net. So it is still Arsenal with the ball right now through Timbers. He beat his man, rounder. Oh, beautiful, skillful play there by Timber, and he's changed that position from the right wing to the left wing. Gets that one to Trossard, and he's holding on the ball, driving deep into the middle of the park. He'll still hold on to the ball. A pass to Odegaard, but he has been brought down. The referee says plays on, and it is a moment for Nottingham Forest, who has actually turned defense to attack right now, driving deep into the half of Arsenal. But again, back the defenders are all back, and if you look at the way Arsenal holding on to Nottingham Forest whenever they want to go for a counter. They're making it so easy that Nottingham Forest are lots of ideas.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest looks like a team that, if you look at them, they don't really want to take possession. They just want to find that time to hurt you. And when if they score the first goal on this City ground, they will show you the stuff of City boys. You know, you will see that even Arsenal, and when you look at it, Arsenal lacks that bite. That bite that makes them dangerous in front of goal. I've not seen it, honestly. Honestly.
Yeah, it's not there. It's lost since Havertz is missing and Bukayo Saka is also missing. Since they have not seen Arsenal with those bites any longer, they just struggle. Sometimes you look at them as if they just want to play draw today.
Yeah.
And they'll be struggling for draw instead of going for a win.
The thing is, they don't have any like anything portraying like danger in front. No guy up there. Okay, now you see Trossard is a winger. They will just have their day. You don't expect them to be consistent like that. So when you look at it, it is what it is. It is what it is for us now. I honestly, I don't envy Arsenal at this stage. It's really a tough time for them. Back to back. You know, if you come second 3 times in a row, and you have to start consulting the village people, maybe it's just an ancestral cause. You know the Eusebio cause for Benfica. You know the Eusebio cause. Maybe that's something like that is on us now, because this is getting.
Paulo, is there anything like a Eusebio cause?
Well, I don't know. This is football. We've seen it.
You don't know the Eusebio cause?
Arsenal is not the
on
first
Benfica.
If at Arsenal end, if at Arsenal end third.
Do you know the Eusebio cause?
I don't think there's any.
Okay, let me explain to you.
As far as they continue to play,
I think in the 90s, in the 90s, the gaffer, let me explain to you. Eusebio won the Champions League for Benfica, and they promised him some things that if he wins, that this they would do. So they didn't fulfill their promise. So it cost them. So since then, they've not won the European Championship. So I don't know. Maybe as a Wenger, maybe they didn't give him proper farewell. maybe they didn't do proper set foot. I don't know. But I think something is wrong with that.
Well, I don't know what it's actually saying, but Arsenal is not the first team to have. We've seen Real Madrid
back to back 3 times.
It doesn't matter.
My God.
It doesn't matter.
Hat-trick. Hat-trick of second.
It doesn't matter as far as we continue to chase.
Arsenal is the perfect example of follow come.
It doesn't matter. Arsenal is not the only team on playing the league.
At the beginning of the
season, everybody always believes Arsenal titles to win. So, but Arsenal is not the only team. There are 20 teams.
Everybody does not believe.
Everybody.
That's a wrong statement.
That is
the gaffer. At the beginning of this season,
most teams. Okay, if
you can don't say most. You say many. You can say many.
If you look at
the gaffer, I told you when we were about starting the season. Did I pick Arsenal in my first and second?
No, you picked Manchester.
But if you do not pick Arsenal, but you've been making it look as if it's only Arsenal, going for the league.
What I'm saying is Arsenal has a shot at this league with Man City dying like this.
Oh, a free kick by Odegaard was wasted. Yeah, nobody was able to get to the ball.
Set pieces, FC couldn't convert that set piece. Yeah.
All right, it is 36 minutes of the first half. In Brentford, Everton is goalless there. 34 in Manchester United is switch 2-1 in favor of Manchester United. Yeah. Again, then as Nottingham Forest, Arsenal is goalless. 36 minutes in that encounter. 36 minutes Tottenham, Manchester City 1-0 in favor of Manchester City. Yeah, in that encounter. So we are still expecting Liverpool, Newcastle to start by 9:15. Polo, any hope there for Manchester? Because right now, look at the gap, 11 points away from Arsenal. Yeah, you expect Liverpool to lose 4 matches? Is it possible?
Well, I don't. Anything can happen. Liverpool might lose 4 matches. Doesn't mean Arsenal will also win all their matches. But it's football. Over the weekend, most people will not believe that Arsenal will not be able to defeat West Ham. So in football, as far as still mathematically possible for Arsenal, anything can still happen.
Right, you can hear Polo, anything can still happen, yo. And time is ticking, and Arsenal have not got the goal yet. That's how they struggle against West Ham. We were expecting them to get a goal, they didn't get any goal. And gradually, when it came towards the end of the game, they started emergency approach to the game. But the luck did not shine on them. And it ended, they lost in that encounter.
So will Lucky Dube shine on Arsenal today from wherever he is? Maybe upstairs right there where we sing. He sang that song.
Remember me.
Yeah, maybe God will remember us now today. But
right.
Yeah, we remember Lucky Dube here in our studios because he's one man that gave us some sweet music, but Arsenal has refused to give us some sweet titles. But yeah, whichever way it is, we will enjoy the beautiful game like that. It's a line on the ball right here. Just lost possession, and yes, the referee says it's an infringement against Orlando. Merino raising his hands as if it's the referee, but no, the referee has said it will be a free kick to Nottingham Forest. And with the way the game is looking, so cagey. Paulo, what do you think Arteta should be thinking of doing? This Arsenal doesn't look like a team that wants to score.
Well, not that we don't look like a team that wants to score. It's just that we've not had the real, been able to cover this Nottingham Forest team. If it's Arsenal, does not look like a team that wants to score. We saw what's his name now, Ricardo Califori there going for a goal. If not for the woodwork there, that could have been 1-0 to Arsenal. So for you saying Arsenal does not look like a team that wants to score, I think it's very, very wrong because Arsenal have come close to score in this game than Nottingham Forest. So, but for Mikel Arteta, just need, what he needs to do is for him to continue to encourage the boys, keep on going. Because we know that at the moment we are short of confidence. We lack bodies up front. But for Arsenal, there's still time. We can still get that.
So Gibbs White, we take this one into the box. But hey, David Raya was there on hand to save the day. Jorginho will leak this attack. We're playing Declan Rice's run. And yeah, he had to slow down. And he's Trossard with the ball. But Odoi rushed in on him. And that would be a free kick to Arsenal right there. And you can see with the way this game is going, the gaffer, it looks like Nottingham Forest is trying to block spaces for Arsenal not to operate.
They were able to check the midfield. Where Arsenal is supposed to, their powerhouse, where they operate from the midfield. That's why you see anytime they hold the ball at the midfield, you see it's a battle at the midfield. Before they start their defense from the midfield, and that is what is actually helping Nottingham Forest. And again, if Arsenal are able to beat the midfield, get to the box line, the box line, you see all players packed on the
all men behind the ball.
All men behind the ball, and it's becoming so difficult for Arsenal to even create those pocket chances to get those goals. So they have to be in their best to get a goal here.
Yeah, so Man U attacking right there. Looks like Man U is on their best form today against Ipswich. Well, maybe they'll get all 3 points in that encounter, but Ipswich will now go down without a fight at the Old Trafford. Some call it the theatre of dreams, fast becoming the theatre of lamentation, or maybe it has already become a theatre of lamentation. Because yes, Old Trafford, a very historic ground that has witnessed the league more than I think about two decades, different years, 20 Premier League titles or thereabout for us, Manchester United. And yeah, since Alex Ferguson left, it left that void, a huge void at Old Trafford, and they are still looking for at least one league to win. Since then, they used to call Man City their noisy neighbors. It looks like Old Trafford now is now the noisy ground because they make a lot of noise with nothing to show for it at the end of the league. Yes, 41st minute it is at the City ground. It's Arsenal leading 1-0 right there. And yes, can they at least get one over Nottingham Forest to at least make the title race more interesting? We don't want to see somebody with the ball. Oh my goodness. That was a terrible finish. Paul, how disappointed are you at 1-0 right there?
Well, I think that was a block actually. I think that should be a corner kick.
It
to
took
Arsenal.
too long on the ball.
Yeah, but that was a corner kick. You have to also look at the.
This
Nottingham
first
Forest.
touch,
This was a
you
great-
don't need another touch.
I think
You don't need another touch there.
You should be greeting. I should saluting his courage. I mean, his courage for that kind of.
No, the thing is,
For the midfield, if you look at it, he's shifted from his own position.
no,
It's
it's not.
to that position,
It's not.
and he was able to go in between.
It's
his
not
players.
about the move. It's about football. Is about timing.
Yeah.
When to shoot and when not to
If
shoot.
you look at that point, I mean, immediately after that turning, immediately after that body
He didn't need
No,
another
I'm coming.
touch.
Immediately after that body walk, if you look at the distance of the ball after the touch,
He didn't need another touch. If you check the replay, you will see that he already turned. The ball was in a good place. He's a left footer for crying out loud. If he's a right footer, then you see, okay, he needed another touch. He's a left footer. And you know that another touch, they will close you down. This is the Premier League.
wow.
And that's a corner kick from Arsenal, but Nottingham Forest defending their lines like their life depends on it right there. And that's a proper clearance. 43rd minute of that encounter. It's still Nottingham Forest 0, Arsenal 0. And then there's a VR check in the game between Manchester United and Ipswich.
For a possible penalty, or what?
I don't know, maybe a possible red
a
card.
possible red card.
Yeah,
there,
possible red card.
because that was actually a bad tackle there on the Ipswich player.
That's a red card.
I don't think
That's
that
a
would be a
red
red. I don't think.
That's a red card. That's a third-footed challenge.
Oh, see the same Dogu.
Yeah.
The same Dogu. Oh, that's a red card. That's a red card. Look at-
Oh, it touched the ball too. It touched the ball, so that might be a saving grace. But
You
that
don't- you
stamp,
don't
that
go for
stamp
kind of
is harsh.
stamping. You
That
don't go for that
stamp
kind of
is
stamping as a
harsh.
tackle.
No, sometimes you want to stretch for the ball like that. If it's a 50-50 challenge.
He caused the first goal and gradually getting into. To me, it's going to be a red card offense. I think
Let's see
it's
what
to-
the referee will
that-
do,
That should be a
because-
red card.
I don't
But it's happening at a good time if they give him a red card, so they can go back and plan.
Wow.
That's a
I
red
think it's
card.
going to be because the
That's
referee is
a-
calling
yeah,
him
that's a
over.
red card.
Let's see what he's going to do.
It's a red card. That stamp got the ball, but the stamp.
Vieira.
That's a
Whoa.
red card.
Wow.
Oh.
That's a red
And to say that the referee did not even give him a yellow card in the first place, because if you had given me a yellow card, you would have seen it over, bring out the yellow card and say
Cancel.
cancel. But I think
The
he did
referee
not
does see it very. He doesn't see
he
it
didn't
clearly.
actually see it's Vieira. And I
So-
think for Patrick Dogu, he's having a bad day. Having cost that goal, the first, giving that goal to Ipswich Town, now getting a red card. I think
They probably need to learn how to play in the Premier League.
I don't
No,
think it's about
not
learning.
It's just like that Casanova game against Chelsea. It happens. You just have a bad day in the office.
That was a terrible touch, actually, but
It seems
I just hope that the player can continue the
it's not changing for
yeah,
the Chelsea. Chelsea sold this guy to Ipswich, and
because that is an hospital tackle. You can send this guy away from football for a very long period.
yeah, that's a very hard
He-
job.
he's
And it looks like Paulo had done some work on Manchester United.
no, it's not about it's painful when you see someone get a red card while trying to clear the ball there. And for Patrick Dogu, a player that is just coming, and it's also a player that has been very fantastic for Manchester United since he joined. So getting a red card now, and having made that caused that error that leads to go to Manchester United. So that was just the thing. Not that I am,
An early substitution for Manchester United, taking out Garnacho.
Yeah, they had to force that substitution. What can they do? They are leading 2-1, so if they can defend for 45 minutes, 50 minutes thereabout, maybe they can get all 3 points.
But I think the coach should have waited, because he had more than 4
You don't
defenders on the field. So
You
now
don't wait.
he's going to put the team on
Under pressure.
Under pressure, because now you are bringing in defender more just to, it's signaling that he wants to defend that.
But the thing is, the guy on that wing just need 1 minute to do something.
You don't get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
They have about 5 defenders already on the field.
No, they don't have 5 defenders.
They were playing with 3 at
2
wing
the
back, then 3 at the back. So
Yeah.
you can easily switch it back to 4 there. Then you sacrifice. It's still the same. Zexi playing as partner. What's his name now? Bruno Fernandes there. Then you have Garnacho, who can break for you. Removing Garnacho, who can make those runs. Leaving what's his name now? Oilon, that's failed to score in over 17 match. I think it's a real call for Manchester United there.
All right, it's half time already in that encounter between Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal, and also in other quarters is half time, but we're still waiting for the match between Manchester United. Ipswich 4 minutes additional time the game, and the game between Liverpool Newcastle have started. So Emma, what are you expecting in that match? Let's quickly look at the lineup of these two sides. The game just started right now, where we see Newcastle having Nick Pope as the goalkeeper. Yeah, the Livermento from the right back. Still Born peering up as the centre back. Then Hall from the left back. Bruno Tonali, Willock at the midfield. Murphy at the right forward. Wilson as the centre forward, and Gordon as the left forward for Newcastle.
Yeah, that's practically the way they set up. But there's one guy that is missing from the starting 11 today. His name is Alexandra Isak, and they will really, really miss him.
Is he injured or what?
I don't know.
That is the coach actually confirmed. They say he suffered a groin injury. So it's actually he was with the team at Anfield there, and probably we might see him on the stand, but he's not fit to take part at all.
But you see that Ipswich has equalized before second half. Ipswich just made it 2-2 right now against Manchester United, even despite the fact they substituted Garnacho. So did the substitution work or not?
That's what I'm saying. It's still a wrong call. You should have at least hold on to because what I'm saying this thing is that they have about 4 defenders already before. So just why don't you hold on to at least the ending of? You have less than.
This is just simply terrible defending.
So what's the essence of bringing on the player they brought on now? Is he not a defender? So I think it's going to be a long night for Manchester United. I just hope they don't lose this game because. Even though they win, they will still be where they are. But for Ipswich Town, and I think this is the same opponent. What's his name now? The Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim. His first match was against I think Ipswich Town. They played at a 1-1 draw, and today now is playing them again. And I think Manchester United players are beginning to lose their head, and they just need to be very careful not to to avoid another red card in this game for them.
All right. Also, we have a goal here. Brentford just scored 1 right now. Yeah, Brentford just scored 1 right now against Everton. Yeah, that's added on time. In this encounter, that is missing 50 minutes. At the 5 minutes additional time, they got that goal. And let's quickly look at the lineup of Liverpool. Yeah, we've talked about the one of Newcastle. Ishak is missing. Yeah, Ishak is missing. Yeah, he's not on the bench either. All right, for Liverpool, we have Alisson as the goalkeeper, Simiskas as the left back, Van Dijk, Konate, peering off centre back, Alexander Arnold from the right back, McAllister, Gravenberch. Yeah. Then we have Diaz up front as the left forward, Zoboslai behind the Diego Jota, then Musala, the talisman, from the right wing there for Liverpool.
Yeah, typical Liverpool setup, 4-2-3-1. Swinging away from the gang pressing of Klopp. Now they are playing more balanced midfield play to the wings, and Salah has been fantastic. It looks like Salah is in the world of his own, and let's see how they can at least maybe and this practically the fixture for the League Cup final. Manchester, Liverpool,
Newcastle, yeah.
Let's let this be like
A preview.
an appetizer
Mm-hmm.
for what we will experience. I think it's either I think next month. Yeah, the final.
I think it's on the 16th of March.
Yeah. So let's just see how it's going to play out at the end of the day.
So you can see that movement by Mo Salah. It was actually brought down by a falling Newcastle player there. So
yeah, and his slot is on 2-match touchline ban because of the red card he got after the Merseyside derby. Everton, he went to shook the hand of Michael Oliver forcefully, and FA clamped down on him. So they are welcoming him to England. Well, when you do something, it hardly goes unpunished.
all right, Liverpool looking good so far in this encounter. Look at the way they keep the position. Look at the way they control the game. So maturely, how they play football. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just sweet. The consistency is another sweet thing about it. And to look at it, that they've just only lost one game this season so far, and they've really raked in a lot of points. Even some difficult games that we thought they would struggle, they ended up winning, and the ones we thought they would lose, they at least get a point from it. And that's the champions mentality. That's the mentality of a team that wants to win. And one thing I just don't want to see, because it looks like the team is beginning to look distracted with the issue with Darwin Nunes and the coach, that is not really giving his best as far as it's concerned. So I think that apart from that, Liverpool has kept it together. And if they can keep it together like this, they can actually win the league, even 2 or 3 games to spare.
All right, looking at what I'm seeing right now, it's like my Newcastle waiting for moment of counter, and they have one. Will let me give you the field? Yeah, send that one to the right wing, a cross.
Murphy.
Oh, cross there, and
this Murphy guy looks like he will be representing Nigeria anytime soon.
Is he part of the call-up?
Switching allegiance. It's one of those guys Eric Shells went to talk to about switching allegiance. And it looks good. But it's 29.
Oh. So which country is he playing for?
England.
And he has never wear England jersey.
Yeah. So it looks like he will be one.
What about the other guys? The
Chukwuemeka
them.
We've not heard the final resolve on their matter. So I doubt if they will be available for the March 17th game against Rwanda. So let's just see how it goes, because that Rwanda is a make or break game. They have to get out 3 points.
All right, they have to get all 3 points. Tonali giving good account of himself. Talking about this Tonali, how he's been able to hold this team to some extent, I think he deserves some credit.
Yeah, he's a very, very good midfielder. He has the presence, he has the passes, and he can shoot. So he's an all-round midfielder. Getting him for I think around 80 million was not a bad buy. Really, it's just that the 10 months he was out, they really felt his absence.
Paulu, do you think Newcastle will miss Ishak today?
Well, they're going to miss him definitely, because I think he's the highest goal scoring player this season in the league. He's gotten about, if I'm not wrong, about 18 goals so far in the league. For someone to have scored 18 in the league alone, shows that he's a class player for them. And
I think he have up to 19. So
yeah. His presence will be missed in the team, but they have another player there. Callum Wilson is also a good scorer, but the problem with him is that he's always injured. So let's see what he's going to do for them today. But they're definitely going to miss Alexander Isak. We saw what he did against Liverpool in the first leg. When they played that 3-3 draw at against Liverpool. We saw that first goal he scored against Liverpool. He took that ball.
And it's a moment for Liverpool inside the team box. They have that shot. Oh, it's a goal for Liverpool. That was a cheap one. I wonder what the goalkeeper was doing. Nick Pope. That was a cheap way to score against Nick Pope.
I think that's the easiest goal he's going to score. But
there was a body in front of Nick Pope.
well,
so you have to
I think
consider
that those players actually blocked his view. I mean, the goalkeeper, because that was a very easy ball for to have consider kind of goal. Let's.
Liverpool is not looking like a team that want to drop any point. So if you are waiting for Liverpool to drop point, it's not this Liverpool. Oh, he went between the legs.
There was nothing he could do. There were two bodies in front of him, so he couldn't really see the ball quickly. You see, he just went down.
That was what I
That's
actually
right.
said. But the players.
That one even went in between the legs.
blocking his view, and I think is there a deflection there also?
I don't think so. It went in between their legs.
There was no deflection. It went in between the legs. He didn't see that coming. He thought the defender would have blocked that one. But hey, so far, early goal here, 11th minute, goal scored by Zoboslai. And right now it's Liverpool 1 and Newcastle 0.
Yeah, Liverpool 1, Newcastle 0. The Hungarian Zoboslai is a difference so far at the Anfield. With this Anfield, they said they never walk alone. Will they walk alone this season? It doesn't look like that. They are in one cup final. They are topping the Premier League table. They top the Champions League table. It looks like they are not walking alone this season.
They are not walking alone. They are working with so many things, including spirits. Paulo, we saw us Chelsea defeated Southampton yesterday, 4-0. What do you have to say about that game? Is it because they saw small boys? What do you have to say?
It's actually Southampton. Everybody beats Southampton now these days. Now, if Chelsea cannot fail to win against, I was telling someone yesterday before the kickoff that if Chelsea fail to win Southampton, not even if they fail to win, even a draw, they need to sack what's his name now, the manager, and in fact even the players deduct their wages, because we know Southampton are not just ready for the league. For Southampton, they are just praying and for the league to end, so they can go back to championship and regroup. So for Chelsea, it's been a while they've actually win any team. I think this should be the if I'm not wrong, this should be their first win this February. I think this should be the first win. So
that's not the Chelsea's first win.
This February, have they defeated anything?
Chelsea is currently on 3 winning streak at home.
In Conference League?
In the Premier League.
Premier League.
The Premier League. Who did they win in the Premier League?
If you are confused, check your stats.
I can't remember Chelsea
you cannot
winning
remember. Why will you
3
remember?
matches.
Will you remember Wolves? Will you remember West Ham? Yeah, you know that Arsenal fans.
Well, I can't remember because the truth is that it's been a while. Actually, I've seen Chelsea, win, because I could remember they played Brighton, Aston Villa, Brighton back to back. Then is it Aston Villa?
Yes.
So if you're talking about those matches, I don't know. What I was saying is
the one
that this
before
month,
Brighton,
this month, I'm talking about this
which month?
This February.
When did Chelsea play West Ham? In December.
It's been
is it
maybe
December?
January, because if you are talking about West Ham, it looks like,
when did Chelsea play the Gaffer? When did Chelsea play West Ham?
I can't remember.
I'll confirm that.
Remember that we were on set together.
I think it's been a while because as I was saying, Chelsea defeating Southampton, I don't think that should be a new thing, because we also saw how Chelsea defeated that same Southampton in the first leg. I think it's about 5 goals to 1 or 5 goals to 2, if I'm correct. So good one for Chelsea, and it boosts their chance of qualifying for the Champions League.
As is that Chelsea defeated Southampton 2nd of February.
2nd of February.
3rd of February, sorry.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's looking like, it's like almost a month now, because tomorrow
What is almost
it's almost a month.
What is almost a month?
I was saying it's looking like an ages. The last time I saw Chelsea, I can't even remember. I can't remember.
Why will you remember? Why will you remember? Because you know that it's okay for Arsenal fans not to remember, because they're actually going through
to be honest, I wasn't keeping tab on Chelsea.
No. It's understandable. They are going through a lot psychologically, mentally. The mental stress. When you wake up in beginning of the season and you feel a lot of expectation for their team.
And the other person, Wolves, they defeated at home was in January.
Wow.
28th of January.
So you can say Chelsea did not win too in January. So
No, we know Chelsea. They do.
so that you can find somebody to take solace on when you are
No, I don't even have any issue with
successful.
Chelsea because at the moment, Chelsea is not my problem at all. So them winning or not winning, I don't have any issue with
Arsenal
it.
even have so many problems.
No, Chelsea is not Arsenal's problem at the moment. So.
Arsenal has a lot of problems. A lot of it. They have a lot of problems. And it's just one thing that it's so sweet for every Chelsea fan.
And Tien is coming in right now. Who is going out?
Yeah, I think he will be replacing
Calafiori.
Ricardo Calafiori there.
He's on
let's
a
just
yellow
confirm.
card.
What about Skelly? Why is he not using Skelly?
Red
now?
card.
He's on a red card.
Okay, he's on the red card.
You
Yeah.
forgotten.
I remember.
It was the
That, last
sacrificial
match.
lamp
Mhm.
against West Ham.
Mm.
That beautiful West Ham.
And any
And
time.
that West Ham team was the one Chelsea defeated last at home, 3-1 handicap.
All right, let's quickly look at our comment section here where we have a message from Abidemi Aluku. Say good evening, Premier Sport Fan Center. I am greeting you guys in the studio. Abidemi Aluku from Abuja. Yeah, Abidemi Aluku from Abuja. Thanks very much. Yeah, thanks for your message. Then we have another one from Shegu Adeyemi. Say Man United and their depressive football. He say Polo is looking like Arsenal. Another trophyless season.
Barely come back.
That's his opinion. But
It's
as
his
far as we are
opinion.
concerned, but that's his opinion. Yeah,
It's
but
your opinion.
it's his own opinion.
Where is
but,
the trophy?
but where is the trophy? So you
Last
mean Arsenal?
season.
It doesn't mean if Arsenal did not win trophy last season, doesn't mean they won't win this season. So
Alright.
far, Arsenal is still
In which competition?
we are in the Champions League and we still mathematically we can still win the league.
Mathematically.
Of course, yeah.
Arsenal is like, those Super Eagles of those days.
It's not about
drawing
those
board.
super. No. Arsenal is not
Competition.
winning any
You
ball. As far as we are
understand?
concerned,
Permutation,
we can still win the league. If you say nobody can catch up with Liverpool, then tell the league, the FA to give the league to Liverpool today. But they won't do that because it's not,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're still in the Champions League.
Yeah. The second name of Arsenal is hope.
You have to, of course, you have to get
it's
hope.
Yes. So from today,
It's
Mikel
only if you
Arteta
are
is
hopeless, that's when you
Mikel
not win anything.
Arteta.
Of course, if you are hopeless, you not get anything.
But as Chelsea is hoping to finish top 4. But right now, Manchester United are just overtaking them. With that, we want
Chelsea, we have to rely. I don't think Chelsea will finish in the top 4, but they have to rely on the performance of Arsenal.
I will say Chelsea will not finish in the top 4.
I don't see them finishing in the top 4. Yes, I don't see them finishing. The highest they can finish is 5th, but they have to rely on the performance of this same Arsenal, Liverpool, and what they call them now.
It's funny when a team
the other
that
person,
cannot
Aston
see
Villa, to help them make the Champions League. Otherwise, they won't make the Champions League.
It's funny to look at a team that it cannot see the future of their own club. Looking at the future of
It's not about
club.
seeing the future. Everybody knows that. Even
Arsenal
Chelsea fans knows that
future
this
self, we don't
Arsenal,
know
even
what
though
is
we don't win
going
the
to
league, we'll still make the top 4. But for Chelsea, I don't think that's the case. What they need to be doing now is to be relying on Arsenal.
This
Liverpool
English language is saying Nottingham Forest that is third right now is just 2 points away from Chelsea. Man City that is fourth is 1 point away from Chelsea.
Then remember
You
that
see that
like Aston
they
Villa,
lack,
Fulham,
Arsenal,
and Co.
you know they can lack, they can be short-sighted when it comes to football. You understand? So because that's why they have been cutting them short. They go 15 points ahead, they still come back, lose the league. It's Arsenal identity.
Well,
If Arsenal is behind you, you have won.
One thing we need to clear this season is that most times people say Arsenal going 15 point tempo. So far this season, Arsenal have not even been on the log.
We are talking about Arsene Wenger.
It's not about Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger actually won the league.
With 15 points.
Arsene Wenger
When
won
he
the
was
league.
stopping, I think 2010.
It doesn't matter, but Arsene Wenger not won the
Arsenal has
league.
the record.
Arsene Wenger have won the league. We've seen Liverpool having 100 points and not winning the league.
Liverpool did not have.
Is it, I mean, 99.
They didn't have 99.
They got 99.
They didn't get
Is it
99
or 100? When Manchester City.
Why are Arsenal
Oh my
fans
God.
so short-sighted?
It's not about Chelsea.
They didn't use it see clearly.
All right, fine. Check it. Liverpool got it. I think 99 or 100
It's not
points.
99. Go
Okay,
and
what
fact
was
check
the point?
yourself. It's 97. It's Man City that won the league.
With how many points?
Man City won that league with I think 1 point or 2 points lead.
With
over
what point?
Liverpool.
With what point? Manchester
Even
City
Man
got the
City
league with
didn't
1
get
point.
100
Oh my
points
God.
that season.
They
Man
got
City did
100,
not
I
get
think about
100
101 points.
They
Manchester
didn't
City.
get 101
don't worry,
points.
we have to check that one for you. But I know Liverpool got is either 99 or 100 points and still finish second.
Liverpool did not get 99.
Even though you said it's 97, how can you say you have a 97 point and you not win the league?
Okay, what about Napoli season? Napoli that got 90 something points.
What's my problem with Napoli?
It's about who is in front of you.
That's what I'm saying. How can you say you got 97 points and you don't win the league? So you are making it look like Arsenal now, you know. When you say this season, so far, this is even Manchester United has spent a day on the log. On first position.
Yes,
but Arsenal this season, we've not been there for once this season. But people make it look as if Arsenal is the one, you know.
What do you want to go and do there?
But you know, like I said earlier on,
no, every time you've gotten there, what came out of it?
We've won the league before. As Arsenal not won the league, it doesn't matter.
It matters.
How old were you then? It doesn't matter.
How old were you?
It doesn't matter.
Were you not still sucking breast?
Arsenal won the league before. This same Nottingham Forest.
Were you not still sucking breast?
Did you actually watch the Champions League?
Were you not still sucking breast?
But you guys say Nottingham Forest have won the Champions League. But
were you not still sucking breast?
Nobody saw it. So, but you continue to say, but now you are trying to bring. When it comes to Arsenal, you said it's been long. But when it comes to
when they say Real Madrid won 16 Champions League, how many did you witness? So we will count from inside.
Are you going to
understand?
The
league that Arsenal used to brag about. Do you understand? Arsenal used to brag about. The last time they won it, the child they gave birth to then will be married now.
It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. Will you not take away? You say Real Madrid have 16 Champions League because you did not witness when they win the first and second one. Will you not say it doesn't count? Most time you people say Nottingham Forest have champions.
Oh, that was a good chance for Arsenal, but it was cleared.
That was a beautiful one. Good keeping for.
Honestly, I don't have the Arsenal fans.
Nick
I don't have it. It's so painful not to win Champions League. I've once been there, but you know when you've been there and you've got over that, there's no better feeling as a fan of a club than winning it. You can never understand as an Arsenal fan. It's too big to understand. You cannot understand what it means to play in the World Club Championship. It's not something that
that's your own. Like I said earlier on.
Oh, and it's a bit Manchester United just made it 3 with red card, and it's Maguire, the man you just talked about. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, Manchester United. That's the way to respond. You want to win one man down. It is very good for the confidence of the team if they can hold their own here.
Yeah.
And at least.
It's the kind of thing I'm talking about us now. Whenever you're having red card, it's not the end. Fight back.
Yeah.
There have not been any game Arsenal had red card and win.
But they won against Wolf.
With a red card?
Of course.
Yeah, but
that was weird.
But Arsenal got a red card.
Wolf got a red card.
It doesn't matter. No.
Yes,
that is saying is
no. Did Arsenal got a red card?
Listen, you can't compare. What he's saying is when the club is one man down. Was Arsenal one man down when they got when they won? They were not one man down.
Wolves too had
Yes, Wolves too got a red card. It's a balance game. They were not one man down.
No. You said it is no.
What he's trying to say, I understand that Arsenal fans don't understand.
Oh my God! You said there's no match.
I understand.
What is this? You said there's no match.
Yes, I understand that Arsenal fans. You know. When they are losing, they find a way to struggle with the argument.
It's not about struggling.
They will tell you that, you have not won the champion. They will not come. We've won the league. We've won the league. Local champion. It doesn't matter. We know. They used to find a way around everything. But this one, what he's saying is,
there's no man down. But you didn't mention one man down.
That was what I was saying.
But you said there's no match.
I understand that sometimes Arsenal, they can make their fans.
No. You said there's no match.
Okay. Let me rephrase. Let me try to say.
Can you speak Edo?
All right, Arsenal eating up here. Let's see if they can get a goal here. That was a close one already, and a cross into the box. Oh, to no player there. So is that a corner kick?
Yeah, that will be a corner
A
kick.
corner kick, and you can see Nottingham Forest cheering their players there. The fans are so happy what they are doing, what they are seeing right now. One day they want to take that, and then they're missing Saka. These are the corner kicks. Saka knows how to take this corner kick, and they score numbers of goals from Saka corner kick.
Yeah, not just Saka, they are missing Havertz too, because it's good with his head area duels too. So let's just see if Modegaard can do something fruitful from this. But they miss Saka a whole lot, and it's now out that I think he'll be out till April.
Who Saka?
Probably according to the manager, we will be expecting to see him next month. That's our match. I don't think it will be up to April, but Martinelli is close to coming back than Bukayo Saka.
All right, so it's Arsenal right now building up from the left wing. See holding on to the ball, enjoying possession, but no goal so far. Wandery driving front of the line of the box there, and send back that one back, and it's Saliba who send that to Odegaard. Odegaard send that one to Timber. Timber has a moment there, has a man to beat. Oh, what a dribble there! Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful walk there by Timber, but hey, it was saved there by Marilo.
Yeah, at the end of the day, nothing to show for it. So corner kick to Arsenal Football Club. 55th minute at the City ground. Yes, it was dancing around that defender, but yeah, luck. Maybe luck will shine on him some other time. Yes, you can see the coach of Nottingham Forest. Maybe. And look at it, Arsenal having 8-0 corner kick against Nottingham Forest. And the corner kick taken, and no, the Arsenal player couldn't get his header on target. Tierney is his name, and it looks like he will run down his contract as Arsenal and leave on the free.
Yeah, I was surprised, him not leaving during the January transfer window. There was a talk about him going on loan to Celtic, but probably due to the injuries, Arsenal began to due to the injuries, they had to make the injury list, yeah. So they had to, take that decision to allow him to run down his remaining contract with Arsenal.
But he's a fantastic left back.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player, but injury has been the problem for him. And to me, I think there's the opportunity for him to play in the Premier League. Probably one of those newcomers. They can easily approach him since he's a free agent. Yes, then play for them. Well, but
looking at that left back for Arsenal, Zinchenko, it looks like he's out of favour.
Yeah, for a while now we've not been seeing Zinchenko play from the left back, and I don't expect to see Zinchenko. Probably next season it might be one of those players that will be leaving.
It seems he's injured.
No, he's not injured. But I don't think. But I think it's on the bench for today's game. And when it comes to that left back,
are you sure he's on the bench?
I will have to confirm that again. Zinchenko, because he was actually on the. He actually played against the last match against. It was brought on in the second half against West Ham. So I have to confirm.
He's on the bench.
Yeah. So talking about the Arsenal left back, Mikel Arteta have been playing a right back as a left back for a very for a long time now. We say Urian Timber, Tomiyasu, even Ben White at the point playing there, and there's the what is his name now, Ricardo Califori there, and the upcoming what's his name again, Lewis Kelly also playing there. So there's competition for that left back, but at the end of the among all of them, I think the natural left back we have there is actually Califori is actually a central defender.
He's a switch.
But for I don't think he has been playing that for any for.
Have you seen his Basel days? Have you seen his Bologna days?
His preferred position is actually as a centre back. But talking about the natural left back we have in the team is only the same man now. What's his name? Kieran Tierney. Others are just makeshift left back.
Zinchenko too is a left back.
Zinchenko is not a left back.
He's a left back.
No. He plays from the midfield. It's when they invite him back. That's when, even for his country, he doesn't play as a left back.
For his country, he doesn't play for it.
Even where before he joined Manchester City.
Why you said he's not a left back is because of the way Guardiola used to utilize his talent. What he will do is he will play him as an inverted left back that will come into the middle, do some midfield job, but defensively he's playing the left back. So Arsenal has a chance. Nwaneri will shoot, but shot deflected off for a corner kick. Wow.
Paulo, the match between Tottenham and Manchester City, right now it is the 60th minute, our mark of that game, and it's Manchester City still leading that game. Talking about Tottenham, how right have the mighty fallen, because if you look at where they are on the table right now, it's not the kind of it's not the Tottenham we used to know back then.
Yeah, not just Tottenham only, including Manchester United. This season has been a very, very bad one for them. We saw them last season, Tottenham, how they pushed and pushed. I think they end in 5th position last season. The team that end 5th position now struggling to, make.
They're in 13th position now. That's
yeah,
it.
13th position. And looking at today, when I saw their lineup today against Manchester City, I think the coach actually gave up, because if you look at the lineup, you see Son, Kulusevski, their best players on the bench. But I don't know what the coach was thinking. But for Tottenham, I think as a result of injuries plus bad run of form for the team, that's why the team is actually struggling.
All right, we are having a caller. All right, we lost that one. We lost that. So. All right, you can continue, Polo.
So, as I was saying, I think it's a result of injury and bad form. That's why Tottenham are actually struggling. But playing against a Manchester City team, and I think it's they've beaten Manchester City, I think, twice this season already.
Hello, we are having a caller here. Hello, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Abidemi calling from.
Yeah, Bidemi Aluku. Abidemi Aluku, you dropped that, so we lost that. Calling from.
Yeah, you can actually call back and
So it's game on at the City ground, still 0-0. Arsenal trying to see if they can break down this Nottingham Forest stubborn side. Let's see over time if they can do that at the end of the day. So it's still Arsenal in possession of the ball. And yes, and with the way it looks, if Arsenal drops point here, Arsenal gradually the teams behind them will be catching up. They are already 6 points ahead of this Nottingham Forest, and I think if they drop the point here, Man City will be 7 points.
All right, we're having a caller here. Hello, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Abidemi calling from Abuja.
Yay, Abidemi Aluku, long time.
Yes, sir.
How is everything?
Yes, I'm fine, sir.
All right. Yeah, so I hope you are watching your Manchester United right now.
Yes, I am. Yes,
so
I am.
how disappointed are you with Manchester United? Sorry, this season. They've not actually given good account of themselves. 14th position with this victory right now against Ipswich. As if they are able to hold on to the end. 14th position on the table for Manchester United. How disappointed are you?
With the draw at Everton, where we are pushing further, and also to Arsenal, I think Arsenal will bounce back against West Ham. I give it to Arsenal.
Okay, against Nottingham Forest today, yeah. It's still goalless in that encounter. Time is ticking in that encounter. So you still believe that Arsenal can get a victory against Nottingham?
With the red card to my Skelly, they will get back to winning ways for Arsenal.
Okay. And for Manchester United, do you think Amorim can turn things around for your Manchester United?
He will turn things around.
So okay.
Definitely will.
So this season now, where do you expect Manchester United to finish?
We will fight to the end.
We will play to the end. So
we fight.
We will fight to the end. So where do you are you expecting to see Manchester United in top 6?
Surely we'll get to top 6. Maybe if we can push further, it will be further.
Okay. All right. All right. So which of those players are you happy with now that has actually improved under Amorim for Manchester United? At least one or two of those players that you can say have actually improved under Amorim.
I will say, Arsenal for me has been doing well. But I think he needs to age up his game or just put up he needs his performance rather. So just to he needs more time.
All right. So do you, this game now, do you think Manchester United will get the victory? Already 3-2 right now. Yeah, in this encounter. Do you think Manchester United will win this one today?
Yes, they can.
All right, Abidemi Aluku, thanks for calling in. Yeah.
It's been a long while. Sorry for missing you and all of that. So
Yeah.
I'm back now.
All right, you're back. You're welcome back. Also tell your friends about Premier Sport, huh? Keep on watching Premier Sport. We are back in full force. Yeah. Thank you very much, Abidemi, for calling, and have a blessed sweet night.
And you too, sir.
Yeah.
And you too, sir.
All right, you're welcome. So, Paulo, you think Liverpool, Manchester United can get to the top 6?
Well, I don't think so, because if you look at the point, they're about 10 points behind. Before today's game, they're about 10 points behind the team in 10th position. That is actually Aston Villa, because Aston Villa have about, I think, 42 points, while Manchester United is having 30 points. So they need to, but it will be very difficult for them. For me, though I'm not a Manchester United fan, but if they can finish at least in the top 10, then probably go for the Europa League and win it. I think they've tried.
All right. Yeah, mate. Where do you think Manchester United will finish?
I think with the way it looks, if they don't get any spark in this team, most likely they'll finish in the second half of the table. Because when you look at those teams in the first half, how many of them can Manchester United defeat? Really a big question. Is it Aston Villa, Brighton with where they're even this Nottingham Forest? There are teams that will take out Arsenal on a normal day. Take out Manchester United on a normal day. So I think most likely they will finish at the second half of the table.
All right, in another encounter, Brentford and Everton is still 1-0. That goal was scored in the added on time in the 40th minute of the additional time. That's 49th minute. So Wizard got that goal for Brentford. So right now it's 1-0 in that encounter. So it's still 3-2 in the encounter. Manchester United, Ipswich, Nottingham Forest, Arsenal is goalless. Tottenham, Manchester City is 1-0 in favor of Manchester City. Liverpool leading Newcastle 1-0 in that encounter. It's in the 39th minute of that encounter. And Paulo, you see hoping that Newcastle can equalize or go ahead to get a victory here?
I think Liverpool are in form, though it's still possible, but the way Liverpool have been playing, they look like a team that don't want to drop a point at all. So it will be very difficult for Newcastle in this game, but they can still get something. Since it's still 1-0, the game is still, they can still get something.
All right, Paulo, do you agree with me? Because the argument we had with some fans that if Arsenal did not win the EPL, nobody should blame Mikel Arteta. That it is the management that should be blamed.
Well, I think both Mikel Arteta and the management should be blamed, because I don't know what they were all thinking. Because Mikel Arteta did not come out publicly to claim and say he actually requested for so players, and the board failed to provide those players to him, because we saw Arsenal had a lot of injuries even before the transfer window closed. So we were expecting them to bring in at least 1 or 2 players, but they failed to do that. But I think the blame should be on both the manager, the board, and to the players also. So it's not just the manager.
But to some extent, if you look at it again, will it not look like as if this manager is exposing the management, going out to talk about such things?
No, we've seen teams now. We've seen managers, come out to publicly to, say the board or the management have failed to back me up. We've seen a lot of managers done that before, but the problem is that when you come out to say that, people start, the media, they tend to focus and start, to bring out things that are not actually there. Yeah. But I don't know what is trying to protect, or probably it's between the manager and the management. they've agreed on the same thing. So that's what I'm saying. You cannot just blame the manager alone. You need to blame both the management and the manager.
You might want to take on that.
I think that more blame should go to the board, and manager too has his own fair share of the blame. But you can't really say the full story when you are not behind the scene. The manager might have put them under pressure that you can't just come to the press and just slander your board. That maybe you have gotten another job elsewhere. So you just have to be wise with it. So you don't know how much pressure. So to now say the huge blame is on the manager too, maybe it might not be fair to him. But when you talk about not getting a striker, the board or maybe the guys running affairs at the club should take the bigger blame of it.
All right, so the match is still eating up, and an Ipswich player is down injured there, and it is Nottingham Forest right now taking attack to Arsenal. Can they get the first goal? Oh, saved by David Raya. That was a beautiful shot on target by Nottingham Forest, but David Raya came to the rescue. But again, it's not over yet. It's still Nottingham Forest looking like the wounded lion here, taking attack across again, and top of the roof of the net, from Nottingham Forest. We begin to see spark of brilliance from Nottingham Forest. Looking like a team that want to get a goal here.
Yeah, they're looking like a team that want to at least get one over Arsenal. And if Arsenal make any mistake, they should be grateful to Raya right there for saving them from conceding that goal right there. Really, good save from David Raya.
All right, substitution there for Arsenal. Jorginho out, Zinchenko in for Arsenal. So, Paulo, what do you think Mikel want to actually achieve with this substitution?
I think it's actually bringing on more attacking-minded players, removing Jorginho now, allowing Declan Rice to come back as the number 4, and allowing what's his name now, Zinchenko, to move forward. And we know Zinchenko is actually a very good passer of the ball. His problem is that he doesn't know how to mark properly. He can't defend, and so for Zinchenko, I think he's bringing him on to come and help them distribute those passes.
All right, let's see what he can bring to the party. Yeah, so right now is Zinchenko with the ball. Send that pass to the left wing. Yeah, to Trossard. Trossard return it back to Gabriel. Back to Trossard, and it's Arsenal holding on to the ball from the left wing. Link that one into the box there. Still Arsenal holding on to the ball. Yeah, from the left wing across there, but that one has been returned back to us, Nottingham Forest, and they will turn defense to attack from the right wing. He sent a long cross there. Oh, still in dangerous position. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was a good tackle from Saliba. He almost made that silly error. He almost controlled the ball for Chris Wood, but he had to recover for that. That was a teasing ball from Gibbs, and really lovely.
Beautiful movement there for Nottingham Forest, and a good defensive work also to Saliba, for Arsenal. So Arsenal will take that pass from their own half. David Raya coming out to take that shot. Talking about Chris Wood, one player who has actually gotten good numbers of goals this season, for Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, Chris Wood has been really massive for them. His conversion rate has been top for Nottingham Forest. One of the reasons why they are in the top 4 for weeks now this season. They looked like they will soon leave, but they've been really doing all they can to stay there for the remainder of the season. So Arsenal just has a free kick at the 73rd minute of that encounter. Yeah, we luck shine on Arsenal in this encounter. Only time will tell.
All right, Arsenal time ticking, 72 minutes, 18 minutes left, and it's not looking good for Arsenal. I think the other encounter, it's a moment here for Arsenal driving into the box here, but good defensive work again by the Nottingham Forest defenders there. Declan Rice.
When we sit back and we attack with the ball down the right, still with the ball, he finds Timber straight to Merino. Merino will find Declan Rice and a little chip for throw side, but the Nottingham Forest defenders prevented that one out, and it's going to be a goal kick to Nottingham Forest.
All right, goal kick to Nottingham Forest at this point in time. You see 3-2 in the other encounter. Manchester United, Ipswich. Manchester United, a man down. Patrick Doku, with a red card there, and it's out. Manchester United playing one man down, but yet leading against Ipswich.
And a long ball forward, the goal kick. Headed down, and Nwaneri will control this one and lost possession. And it will be a throw-in to Nottingham Forest at this point in time. So 74th minute of that encounter, still Nottingham Forest 0, Arsenal 0.
Yeah, that's the only game we have not seen goals so far in that encounter. That is the only goalless game. All other quarters have witnessed goals. Yeah. So Man U still leading, and the moment there for Arsenal, a center crossing out of the box. Is any player there? No. It's Zinchenko, the substitute there, went for a header, but again it is the Nottingham Forest. It's had that moment there, but that was a loose pass there. But again, Odoye recovered that from the right wing, link up with his man there, and they send across into the box, but headed out by Saliba, and still the referee says an infringement there against Arsenal in a dangerous area. Wow. It's Merino against Olaino, who had that moment there. So let's see what Nottingham Forest come. Chris Wood is one of those. That was a collision.
High foot, yeah.
Yeah, foot to the face. That should be a yellow card.
All right, let's see what Nottingham Forest can do with this moment with that free kick in a dangerous area.
So free kick to Nottingham Forest, 76th minute of that encounter at the City Ground. And let's see if Austin Odoi can do something special from this. Stands next to the ball. Yes, the free kick is in a dangerous area. And Arsenal would like to defend with everything they have in this encounter.
All right, Odoi is standing before the ball. Chris Wood, the man with 18 goals and 3 assists, waiting for that moment again to increase his tally. He sent across and it's headed not out of danger yet. He see Nottingham Forest in the box. So many traffic in the box there, but into the hands of the Viraya at last, and he want to go for a counter, but to no player. Zinchenko, is that Zinchenko? A player there of side already.
I think that should be the captain there.
Odegaard,
yeah.
All right, 77 minutes in that encounter, 13 minutes left to be played, and it's still goalless. Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Another substitution about to be brought on, and it is Raheem Sterling. Yeah, the Raheem Sterling, and oh my goodness, is Nwaneri who is going out. Apollo, is that a good substitution?
Well, I think one area has not been, not only in, most of our Arsenal players have not been in this game. So I think, that's the right substitution since he wants to continue to play Mikel Merino as the number 9. So it's either he bring out, what's his name now? Leandro Trossard or Nwaneri. So he had to decide to bring out Nwaneri there.
All right, and Nwaneri is out, and Raheem Sterling is in for Arsenal. So it's a moment here. Raheem Sterling running down, already off, but I think that's a beautiful calculation there by the player there. He saw him off and refused to give him the ball. So it's Declan Rice right now with the ball. He sent that one, and I've not been seeing him. Timber is still on the field.
He's still on the field.
He's still on the field. Mounting the right back. And the good news for Arsenal is it looks like Ben White will soon be back.
No, he's actually back and he's on the bench there. Has been back since for the past 2 games now, but and he played against I think West Ham.
Oh, beautiful cross there by Stanley. That's the first successful cross so far for Arsenal from that position by Sterling.
And one thing you have to give a lot of credit to Online. He has really been a menace to anything Arsenal brought to that right wing back.
You know, and again, Arsenal, he has that opportunity. I don't know why that would have been a one-time shot for him. He was trying to control to pass in that kind of in that moment where you know he needed that goal.
But the ball was on the air now.
It was on the air. Have you not seen players taking ball from the air? One touch.
Well, all players are not the same. All players are not the same. So you could have done better there, but.
All right, so it's going to be a corner kick to Arsenal. Quickly taking any player there to head that one. And then, but hey, they're calling for a penalty there. Will the referee give that? Will the referee give that? Arsenal calling for a penalty.
I think it's a corner kick there. I think it's a corner.
But that was a good opportunity.
Oh,
that
that's
was
a penalty.
Handball there. That was handball. So
Was a
let's see
handball.
what they're going to say, because
When the
let's
player
see.
is airbound,
Let's
his hand cannot remain on his side. This corner kick is not a foul. That's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. You talked about natural position. Now you
so is this natural position?
yes, because he
But the one of Arsenal is not natural
position.
position.
His hand, like they are airbound. It's
Wow.
different.
When it
This
comes
is
to
a
Arsenal,
corner.
the rules keep changing.
The rules don't change. It's
It
as
changes
that thing.
because you said their natural position. Is this natural position?
All right, a player down for Nottingham Forest, and it's a free kick right now against Arsenal. You know, it's a free kick against Arsenal, and the time is ticking. 88 minutes, 10 minutes left to be played in this encounter. It's still goalless, and it's another woo for Arsenal if they don't get the maximum 3 points in this encounter. So, Paulo, what do you think Mikel should be doing right now? It's like there are lots of ideas.
Well, it's not just about losing of ideas. At the moment, Arsenal is, Arsenal is suffering from a lot of injuries, and secondly, bad form. You could see with the lineup, there's no real attacking threat on the pitch for Arsenal. But for Mikel Arteta, he just need to continue to, encourage the boys not to give up. Continue to, tell them to push on, and you could see it with the team. They are pushing on, but it's just that they've not been able to convert their chances so far in this game.
All right. So it's a free kick to Nottingham Forest. We're taking this free kick in the half of Arsenal. Yeah. They take a long one into the penalty area. Oh, an Arsenal player is down there. And it's a free kick right against Nottingham Forest for that tackle. And it's another moment here for Manchester United. Oh, Manchester United almost made that fall. But hey, Bruno Fernandes couldn't touch that. So Timber send that one back to Gabe Saliba. Saliba driving the ball into the center circle. Back to Timber. Timber back to David Raya. Back again into the hands of David Raya. David Raya holding onto the ball. Send that one back to Gabriel. And Arsenal looking like they've lots of ideas. So Saliba with the ball. Oh, Saliba has been dragged down. And there's a goal here for Everton. Everton just equalized against Brentford. And that goal was called by O'Brien, an assist from Mykolenko in the 77th minute. Yeah, in the 77th minute. So right now in that encounter is Brentford 1, Everton 1. Oh, it's a beautiful moment there for Arsenal 1-on-1. And a shot block. Oh my goodness. Again, block again. Hey, what a moment for Arsenal. What a moment for Arsenal. It was offside. I saw that it was offside. The referee, the linesman already signaling an offside. Look at those moments.
It was actually offside. Yeah.
But look at that moment. They even wasted. They couldn't score.
2-bedroom flat.
1, 2. Wow.
Wow. You can
6
see
minutes left to be played in this encounter, and it's still goalless.
Arsenal just made the gaffer sound like a siren because of their woeful performance so far.
I wonder he's about to come on for
maybe they want to double up front for Arsenal. Maybe they can just nick it towards this dying embers of this game because they really need it. Man City is on their heels, really close to them, and Man City is leading 1-0. 84th minute of that one.
So let's see.
Game on in that encounter. Nottingham Forest will attack down the left. Gibbswell with the ball, returns it back to his teammate. And yes, Nottingham Forest building up from left to right. Yes, in a dangerous area. Straight to Austin Odoi down the right, and he will run into the box. He comes back and he shoots. Oh, the shot kept rising. And yes. It's a goal kick to Arsenal. Straight to that game. Manchester United still leading 3-2 at the Old Trafford. The City ground is witnessing a substitution. Chris Wood is being withdrawn for Taiwo Awoniyi. Can Taiwo Awoniyi do what he has done before against Arsenal? Actually stab their title hopes in this ground tonight. Well, only time with Odegaard also is being withdrawn for Thomas Partey and Ben White also for Timbers. So Arsenal really making those substitutions right there in that game. So 86 minutes of that encounter, still Nottingham Forest 0, Arsenal 0. Can Ben White shine the light upon Arsenal today? Maybe a white light or maybe a dimmed light, we don't know. But as it stands, it looks like it's a security lock case for title push for Arsenal. And online, who has been rock solid defense this one. And yes, still in dangerous area. Arsenal wins by possession. And Thomas Partey will want to shoot. Oh, but he was so anxious to shoot. And he couldn't get his shot on target. Arsenal keeps trying to get a goal, but not really getting that clear-cut chance.
Yeah, that was a beautiful one for Thomas Partey, but that was a beautiful nonsense, of course. I'm talking about.
Gaffer said beautiful nonsense. Yeah, but this is not coming from me because the Arsenal fan will think that I'm here to have their head.
I also saw a line came with a face mask. He's gradually. Awoniyi coming in with a face mask. Is it a trend for Nigerian guys?
Health issue.
Because I saw
they don't just wear
a transparent one.
Osimhen was due to the operation he had at Napoli. He had brain, they had to operate his skull. So that really affects. So they had to protect those joints because a strong touch on that place, it can cause another thing. So these masks are not for fashion. Health reasons.
What about Awoniyi? Did they have that kind of
yeah, it most likely it will be. It's not for fashion. Sometimes it is nose injury, so that they wear masks also. Different things. Instead of you having a nose injury and you won't be able to play, they now have to create a mask that can protect.
That can hold the
that you can use to play football.
All right, and Thomas Partey has been bulldozed by Nottingham Forest, and they will go for attack from the right wing. He has the ball on him. Nottingham Forest looking good. They cross into the box, trying to link up Chris Wood, and it's a moment for Nottingham Forest. So that was a wide one there for Nottingham Forest, and you can see the fans here cheering the players. A corner kick anyway to Nottingham Forest. Ben White, the substitute, also defending with his life right now.
Yeah, defending with his life is what is happening at the City ground. And yes, let's say if luck will shine on Nottingham Forest today, the man with the mask is here running on the field and a cross into the box. Oh, David, oh, that would be a retake. I think the referee ordered a retake.
All right, that would be a retake, but the Raya actually caught that one. And okay, you see, return that ball. That would be a retake. You have to take that one back. So it's already 90 minutes. Yeah, 90 minutes. Let's wait for the additional time. I think this is the moment Arsenal will always come with emergency situation, trying to get.
Yeah,
they lost that one now. That one run down for a goal kick to Arsenal.
Yeah, so goal kick to Arsenal, and in that game, Manchester United Ipswich, Delap, that striker is now on a yellow card. Right there for that tackle on Ugarte. Really unnecessary.
Really unnecessary, and you can see a player down there. You know, Manchester United surrounding the player, Mazraoui, and this is at the kind of time you see Bernardo Bruno Fernandes. He's always involved in things like this.
For me, he needs to work on his emotions. Really, he needed Bruno Fernandes. Many of the time, his emotions get the best of him, and he's a captain. He needs to do better. And the cross into the box, but headed out by that Nottingham Forest defender. So Arsenal still trying to push. 90th minute of that encounter, and they lost possession in a dangerous area. Now only will run for, and yes, it's Nottingham Forest attacking with the ball towards the dying embers of this encounter. And they cross into the box. Oh my goodness! Hudson Odoi couldn't get at the end of that one, and the ball went out, and it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. Arsenal living dangerously towards the dying embers of this game, the gaffer.
Yeah, living dangerously. They're looking, clueless from the defense. And they're not looking like a team that actually want to get a goal here today. They've tried everything, but it's not. The cohesion is not there. The bite is not there. They need a proper finishing from that position, because if they actually want to break the defense, try and break the defense, it's always a problem, and there are lots of ideas up front whenever they're holding on to the ball.
And Awoni keeps possession, keeps play, and yes, it's a free kick to Nottingham Forest. 4 minutes of additional time it will be. Already in the first minute, and if there's no goal, that means the spoils will be shared at the City ground. It means the City boys won't go back home empty-handed. After all, when you are in the city, you behave like a man or a woman in the city right there. So free kick to Nottingham Forest at this point in time. This is a very sweet result for every Chelsea fan out there, because you cut the gap on Nottingham Forest and also got the gap on Arsenal. So
I think Chelsea fans are relying on Arsenal to do them a favor.
Not Arsenal. Arsenal dropped 2 points. Chelsea is 2 points closer to Arsenal.
2 points closer to Arsenal.
Have you checked the table?
So is Chelsea going to catch up?
So Arsenal is just after this game. If Arsenal didn't win, if it ends in a draw, Arsenal will just be topping Chelsea with I think about 8 points or 7 points. Yes, you are laughing. Yes, it's 8 points or 7 points.
It's funny.
It's 8 points or 7 points. I just can't. Chelsea can't wait to meet this Arsenal, this dying Arsenal. So it's game on in that encounter. Nottingham Forest, which are wrestling, and Arsenal they attack. Sterling with the ball, and what can he do? And who did this?
He's brought down. He went down cheaply, and I thought the referee would blow, but the referee is not interested in that. So look at that moment. He was waiting. Just
what is this?
And he was clinically dispossessed of the ball. So 3 minutes into the encounter, 1 minute left of the play in this encounter, and it's looking like it's going to be a draw today again.
Yeah. 3rd minute of additional time already. It looks like spoils most likely will be shared at the City ground.
Well, you can see Mikel Arteta clapping his hand for his player. Yeah, it's not. I think it's not in any pressure. It's like they are having understanding with the board. They have an understanding
they are
with the board.
not a serious side. I usually say it. They are not a serious side. That's just what I think. There are some serious steps you take when you are a serious team. So Arsenal this season is not a serious side. Chelsea this season is not a serious side. But when you see Man City, you see that they are a serious side. So it's very clear. It's very clear. Let's call a spade a
So
spade.
Arsenal being second position is not serious. Why Manchester City being in fourth is a serious team?
You know one thing.
I don't.
You know
you
one
see,
thing.
no,
See,
no.
listen,
There's difference between
listen.
when you want to banter and when you are speaking for. How can you say a team in second position is not serious? Why a team in
I will say it again.
fifth? I mean fourth. Is it fourth
I
or
will
fifth
say it
position?
again.
Are a serious team.
They are not a serious side. Now, how can you as a serious side
Okay.
get into a winter transfer window when you are short with bodies up front and you want to push for a league and you didn't do anything
But it
about
still
it?
doesn't matter. Manchester City have
City had
gone on to
injury
bring on
worries.
players, but they're still losing. Are they not losing?
Are they not better off?
How are they better off when you are still? But they still not.
Are they, were they in top 4 before those transfer?
Where
Transfer came now, they're in top 4.
But they're still not. It's still the same.
You know one thing about
transfer? They're out of the Champions
many
League.
Arsenal fans are just
No. How can you say a team in
so
second
delusional.
position? Though,
what is the essence of your second position?
Okay, so Manchester.
When you can't win the league.
Hold on. So Manchester United is better off than Arsenal because they went into the transfer window
And
and got
that is the
player.
final whistle. Talking about Manchester United, Manchester City, they just scored.
No. If your
Talking
argument
about
is
Manchester
about
City, they just made
Manchester
it.
City,
Made it to
if you are saying because Manchester City went to the transfer window and brought in player, then Manchester United also did the same, and I think they're better off than Arsenal also.
What
No, you said Manchester United.
The thing is,
Manchester City went to the transfer
what is the
window.
ambition of Arsenal this season?
What is the ambition of Manchester City this
Why
season?
you see?
What
you
is
see-
it? No.
No. Arsenal. Okay, now let me even include
No.
Arsenal owners and their fans.
It's not. No.
Many of them, not all.
You said Manchester Arsenal being second
Can you hear how
position.
ridiculous
Manchester.
it's
No,
sounding?
you are the one sounding that
Can you hear how
ridiculous. How can you say
ridiculous
because
it's
Manchester City went to the transfer window and brought on players that are better off
See,
than
if
Arsenal?
not for injuries, Arsenal will not top City this season.
But if not for injuries to who? To Manchester City players.
To Rodri.
So if not for injuries to Bukayo Saka, Arsenal will be in this position now. If you no. Look at what
Saka was when Bukayo Saka was there. How many points were you guys not trailing?
trailing who?
With 7 points.
Trailing Manchester City.
Liverpool with 7 points.
Trailing who with 7 points?
If Rodri didn't get injured,
So
Arsenal will not be topping Man City.
So Arsenal don't have any
Very
injuries.
unserious.
You see now,
Very
this injury
unserious.
to Manchester
You know
City
one thing
is no.
They don't like to face reality. That's
What
one
is
of the
reality?
issues
When
I
you
have with
said
Arsenal.
no, your excuse is that
not
Manchester
serious.
Manchester City went to the transfer window.
The gaffer.
But see, they're not above us.
Let me put it to you. With the situation on ground as a January transfer window,
Okay,
is Arsenal a serious club?
it doesn't matter. See,
They don't show
we all agree
He
that Arsenal
disagrees with me.
but
You will not
it's
agree.
not about that.
The reality
During
is
the January
there.
transfer window, even before then, Liverpool were still top, and Liverpool have failed to drop points since then. So you buy 100 player does not mean
No,
Liverpool. Manchester
you are
City
not
went to
serious.
the
As far
to
as
the
I'm
transfer window,
concerned,
brought on players.
as
But
far as I'm
still,
concerned,
they met Arsenal.
That's why Arsenal will always be
It's
second.
not about that. It's not
Second
about
to
that.
none.
It's not about that. Even though we are second, it doesn't mean. But how can you say a team in second position is not serious? Why a team in fourth position is serious?
You know
How
why
can you
they are
say that?
serious? You know why
Because
they
they
are
went to the
serious?
transfer
You
window and
know
brought
why
in
they
players.
are
Why
serious?
are they
Okay,
serious?
let me explain what you don't know. to
Okay.
me. During the first half of the season, Man City got their key players got injured.
Who is the key player? That
And
how many player?
Haaland
One
too
player.
was fatigued.
One player.
Haaland was fatigued. Their key player. See, let me tell
Who is
you.
their key player that
In
got injured?
football, you know that one trick can make a forest. If you look at this Liverpool side, if Salah gets injured, they will struggle. There are some players that they are as important as the whole team. That's why they gave him Ballon d'Or.
So Arsenal
Because it's
key
very
player is not.
important.
Arsenal don't have any key player that is injured.
Now, you look at a club like that, they have the injury worries. What did they do? Their defenders are shipping in goals. They went to strengthen their squad. Spent, I think, over 200 million to strengthen that squad. They were, I think, 8 or what when they got those. See, you will be surprised if Man City later top Arsenal this season. because look at what they will do. Arsenal is solid defensively, but draws. Juventus is still unbeaten this season, but where are they on the table? Because of draws. Now look at how many draws Arsenal has gotten after that injury to those strikers. Because they are not getting goals. Defense is doing their job. See, this thing is very realistic.
It's not about,
except if Arsenal fans refuse to see.
It's not about refusing to see or not.
That's my issue with them. When we started the season, I told Arsenal fans around me, I said Arsenal will not win this league.
Because of what? Because of what? Why did you say Arsenal will not win this league?
You don't have a striker that can give you 20 goals. You don't have a player that can give you 20 goals. You don't have any players that can give you 20 goals. And it was obvious. Now, few weeks into the league, a few months into the league, many of them are beginning to murmur now. They are beginning to murmur. Okay, now going into the winter transfer window, we said very clearly, Saka that is getting these goals, even Saka getting the goals, you are still 7 points trailing the leaders. What do you need to do? Your defense is doing a good job. Is it not common sense? Recruit. Just get a striker. And it's even more obvious now.
To be honest, you are
now after Saka,
I don't even understand anymore.
You cannot understand.
Yes, because you are just looking everything. You said Manchester City key player is injured. You said because they went to the transfer.
Man City is more serious
than Arsenal that is in second position.
Yes. Because it is the crisis they had that brought them to 8 or 9.
So Arsenal don't have.
And they fixed it.
Arsenal don't have injury.
The gaffer. Where was Man City in January?
Yeah, they were almost in the 8th.
Where were Arsenal in January? Where were Arsenal in January?
Now, Arsenal, they were in third now, third position.
Was Arsenal second? Were in second then?
Wait.
Third.
When they were
third, improved, but Manchester City have improved.
When they were third,
oh my God!
How many points was Liverpool using to top them?
Just 5 points.
5 points. Now that they are second. You will know that second that they are is because Nottingham Forest is sleeping.
Then how many points were Liverpool topping Manchester City then?
Is Liverpool
topping Manchester City?
If this game end 1-0, how many points will Liverpool be topping Arsenal?
See, you are just making, you are missing
now,
everything up.
You are second. You are trailing with 13 points. You were third. You were trailing with 5 points. You are telling me with somebody that has common sense that went to school and did mathematics.
See, you are just mixing it up. You said Arsenal and Manchester City. What was the gap between Arsenal and Manchester City before they went to the transfer window, and what is the gap between them now? It's not about you just saying you just missing
how many points?
You said
see, you don't have a point. I will be cutting every point.
Check the table.
Check the table. As of January, how many points were Arsenal using to top Man City?
How many points?
Go and check how many
points. Is it up to
it is now?
6? Is it up to 6?
Go and check how many points it is now.
As it is now, it's maybe 8 or 9 now.
That what?
Arsenal is still topping Manchester City with at least 8 or 9 points now.
It's not. It's I think it's 7 points.
Even what is the difference between 7 and 8 now?
Good.
So what is the difference?
Now then
it was not even up to 7. Go and check it back. You can check it. It's not. There's no time Arsenal was stopping Manchester City with 10 points. As at January, Arsenal was not even in second position. We all know that.
How many
so what
points?
Are you not saying?
No, the thing is this.
How many points?
Where was Man City? January.
I don't know where they are. But my own is that Arsenal was not. There was not an Arsenal was topping Manchester City with 10 points.
By January, the team topping the table was topping
Manchester City.
Arsenal. Liverpool was topping Arsenal with 5 points.
How many points?
As at February, how wonderful our God is.
But how many points was Manchester City topping Liverpool topping Manchester City?
That's why you know. You have to look at the reason why they support the club they support.
No. Arsenal is a big team. That is why most times you just come up and yes, if you are not big, most times you focus on Arsenal. You make it look as if it's Arsenal versus the remaining 19 clubs on the table.
Local champion saying
it doesn't matter. Champion is a champion. You can't go if you say local champion, but that champion.
Even that local champion is 20 years ago.
It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Thank God you local champion to it. You put champions to it.
Alright. Thanks, guys. That's a lovely argument. I also want to hear
100 and something years in champion.
You don't allow me
every year, most times they go. but then they go out, then they come back the way they take
it doesn't no be who go get something. If you no go, how you wan take get something? You no go get now.
Chelsea wey no go Champions League for the past 2 seasons now.
They are going to
What club champions?
It doesn't matter. It's not because of is it because they didn't go to Champions League? That's why they are going to the World Cup.
You see that God is one.
It doesn't matter. Arsenal is not the only team not going to